Hi everyone, I am joining you from my sink today. I am washing produce, and now there's a lawnmower in the background making noise, but hopefully that won't be too noisy. So I'm just jumping on to do two things. I'm washing produce. I know, exciting stuff, right? So I talk about this often on Instagram and other places, and actually I have a section on it about the same in my new book, in Drina's Kind Kitchen, that this is one of these like food prep hacks that I do when I get groceries and I get a lot of produce at once. I wash the things that are very hearty and can take some washing. I get those washed and ready so that they're ready for snacking, ready to be prepped, veggies, fruit. So things that aren't too perishable. And people are like, what? You wash bananas? And I'm like, yeah, I wash bananas. Because think about what's on the skin, right? And that they're on checkouts and they're being handled by so many people. And I've done this forever. It's not since the pandemic. It's been forever. And I'm just going to come down to my sink now. I just washed a mini melon. Again, if you cut into a melon, think about what's on the surface of the rind that you're cutting then into the flesh. And so I did a food safe course many years ago, like many moons ago. And I learned that most stomach bugs, when people have stomach bugs, most often it's related to a foodborne illness. And it's not like a virus. Most often these gastro things come from food contamination. And these steps can make a difference, right? And especially if you think about if conveyor belts aren't being clean and people have had packages of meat on conveyor belt and maybe, you know, depending on if you have your produce in bags, but whatever, there's always areas where food can get contaminated, right? So besides talking about this today, and tell me where you are, chime in, let me know what you're doing. I'm going to share some of my new fave products that I've been using and loving. A few specialty things. Well, they're not really specialty, but you have to probably order them online. I haven't found them in stores, but they're really fun and good. So stay tuned for that. Let me know where you are. And I also have some things I want to talk about. Oh, I have a spoon in the food processor, in the food garburator. I've chewed up so many spoons in my garburator. Like, I'm not alone, right? How many times I've chewed up spoons. So when I do this produce, and let me know if you do the same, like things that are hearty, apples, peppers, zucchinis. This is a pet peeve of mine when you buy organic and they put a sticker on every single one like that. And when I buy plums in the summer, ooh, that one I got away with one. In the summer when I buy organic plums, I prefer to buy them, like I love buying them at the farmer's market because they don't have the stickers. Because when I buy them at the store, they sticker every plum about 3 times. Then I come home and peel off every single sticker, right? I know, whiner, but it's it's a little unnecessary. Anyhow, this is exciting TV, right? But I wash everything, and so I do the heavy, hearty things first. I kind of have the apples and tomatoes in here together. So I give them a little wash in some soapy water, and then I rinse them and get them into the dish drainer. You see the dish drainer over here? Yeah, like so. And then everything is ready to use, right? So then if you want to use tomatoes, they're ready. Zucchini I washed today. And things like berries, they're pretty perishable. I did do some berries this morning. But like as soon as you wash berries, they tend to break down. Hi, Christine from California. Let me know where you are, guys. So only wash those when you're ready to use them. And I want some feedback from you guys. I do need to wash some parsley. Hang on. So I have some parsley growing in the garden, but I'm washing a little bit today as well because I'm low. I've been picking it in my garden. And I just rinse parsley. Parsley is one of those herbs you can wash in advance. It really holds up well in the fridge. I just wash it, rinse it. I don't use suds on the parsley. I just rinse it and then let it drain dry. And then put it in a container or a Ziploc bag with a towel to catch the extra water. And then later you can pull out the towel. So I use parsley, as you guys know, if you watched my green smoothie video, I use parsley in my green smoothies all the time. Someone gave me a sad face. I'm not sure why. The produce, I don't know. What's going on there? So I've got the produce done, and I have opportunity. If you have any questions, ask me cooking questions. Now's your chance to chime in and ask me any questions about cooking, recipes, the new book, anything like that. I do want to talk about the new book a little bit, and people have been asking me whether my oil-free dressings, my ebook, whether those are in the new book. And so I really, I wanted to put some in, but when I have found in the past when I have replicated too many recipes that are already in ebook form or on my blog and I put them in the cookbook, I get a lot of complaints. So I wanted to bring as many fresh new recipes to the book as I could, and especially because a lot of you already have the ebook. That being said, this book has a ton of new oil-free dressings, and you're really going to enjoy them. I want to show you some of what's in here. And thank you for watching. And if you're watching the replay, thank you as well. Sometimes I get questions later from watching the replay. So if that's the case, continue to ask questions. Again, if you have cooking questions, anything about prepping food, like I'm just kind of opening it up for Q&A today if you want, and then talking about some favorite food products. So a couple of recipes. And this is kind of like an early version of the book. So the photos aren't glossy, but this is a salad in my book called cornucopia salad on the left with kale and roasted sweet potato, pomegranate seeds, pumpkin seeds, so good. And this is a rainbow slaw, which you guys know, if you've been with me for a while, I don't love cabbage, right? Not at all. But I've been taking to red cabbage a little bit when it's really fine. And so I came up with this rainbow slaw with red cabbage. Christine, thank you, is asking, she just bought chickpea miso. Do I use it mainly for dressings? Great question. So chickpea miso, for those of you who haven't heard of it, is a soy-free version of miso. So traditionally, miso has been made from soybeans, and it's a very salty, concentrated paste, very thick. I'm going to get some out of the fridge to show you. Hang on. Oh, this one's almost out. This one's just about out. This is a soy-based miso, and it's very thick, concentrated, salty paste. It's very good for you as well. It contains natural probiotics, but you can't cook them out too much, right, to save those probiotics. So to answer your question, Christine, you can use it anywhere where you want to enhance that background umami flavor with something different than salt or tamari. I like using it in veggie burgers, salad dressings, yes, always. You can even try it in bean dips, like a little bit of hummus and nut cheese. I love using a tiny bit of miso in cashew sauces and nut cheese. Will change the flavor, elevate it completely. It's like mind-blown difference, right? So I'm talking like maybe a couple of teaspoons per batch, depending on how big a batch you're making. So that's that. Pop that back in the fridge. Oh, guys, I also bought my little Sherlock boy a catnip plant today. Have you guys ever bought fresh catnip for your cats? If you have cats, they love it. And Sherlock's a really chill cat. Like, he doesn't even get hyper after catnip, but he loves this. I have a couple planted outside, and when he can get out there, he just like chows down on it. He's just so happy. It smells, I gotta say, it smells a little bit like something else though. So the dressings in the book, so many dressings. So for this cornucopia salad, I give 2 options for dressings. And one is a sunny curry dressing, which goes really well with like the sweet potato and kale. And that's here in the book. And then I also have what's called the Buddha dressing, which is based with like nutritional yeast. So if you love nooch, you'll love this one. It's like really tangy with nutritional yeast. And I have a guac your world dressing with avocado. I have this dressing that I think if you love the maple chipotle dressing, you might also love this one. It's a sweet potato based salad dressing. I know the pictures aren't coming up the best as I'm trying to angle. Here we go. And it is, yes, you've got the right page. I call it ninja dressing because it has like turmeric in it, and it has sort of like anti-inflammatory combinations in the spices, and it's really tasty and creamy and delicious. And I have a cilantro lovers dressing, which if you have to love cilantro to love that dressing, but if you do, you're gonna love it. An Italian vinaigrette, oil-free, which this one was probably one of my testers' favorite recipes, and I use it in the picnic pasta salad in the book. So where's the salad? It's going to take me a little too long to find it, I think. But within the salads as well, I also have dressings. So there's dressings on their own, standalone dressings, and then I have dressings within the salads. Like I have a couch potato salad, a smoky kale Caesar. There's the picnic pasta salad. There we go. So if you're wanting oil-free dressings and you have the ebook, I have fresh new ones here. And I highly, highly suggest that you get yourself a good blender for these dressings. And my favorite to use is the Blendtec twister jar because it can whiz up small batches, right? So blender jars, like this is my Blendtec. This is the larger one, but even so, the standard Blendtec jar or any blender jar you have, if you do a standard batch of dressing, it's going to fill it up to about there. And it's really hard for the blade to kind of work those ingredients because there's just not enough volume. But if you use a small jar like this, it incorporates the dressing ingredients really well. So I've been using Blendtec forever. I talk about it all the time. And if you want to pick up the twister jar or Blendtec, I have a code in the description. It's caps yay -Blendtec. And you go to that link and you can get 20% off. So I've been working with Blendtec more recently to try and bring you guys some offers because I talk about it all the time, right? Now let's get to some product faves because I think I've got all my food done here for now. Yes. Okay. The first is, and guys chime in with any questions. They're actually all nut and seed based. So here we go. This is the first, Skuta pumpkin seeds. And I'm not being paid to promote these products. I just use them and love them. However, I've only found these on Amazon. So I came across these when I was looking for the other brand of pumpkin seeds that I used to like called, it was the raw ones, sprouted raw. I can't remember the name now, but there was a sprouted raw, like lightly salted pumpkin seed. And then I just couldn't find them. So I started searching on Amazon and found these. These are better. I love them to bits. Hope loves them. The kids love them because they're very substantial. The seed itself, I think it's a different hybrid of pumpkin that they use, pumpkin seeds. And the seed is really, has a lot of texture and like toothsome, I guess. They have a light sea salt and there's no other ingredients. It's like, I don't have my readers on, so I'm squinting. Pumpkin seeds and sea salt, but it's how they've harvested the seeds and then I guess produced them. So I'm going to show them to you. And they also have a flavor that's, I think it's maple chipotle. Charlotte loves those. She loves those. She'll do avocado toast and sprinkle those seeds on top. So let's see if you can see them. I'm going to bring the camera down. Can you see that? They almost look like when you're, you know, cleaning out the pumpkin yourself, but they're much darker than pumpkin seeds that you see in the store. They're bigger and they have a very different texture. I honestly, like, they're so good and I wish they were available in stores. I've offered the Amazon links there for you because I can't seem to, you know, determine where they are otherwise. I haven't seen them in stores. They are so good and they're just lightly sea salted, and pumpkin seeds are highly nutritious. And if you have nut allergies, they're just one of those foods that, you know, make such a great substitute in many recipes. So big thumbs up on these. Highly recommend. Go try to find them. They are delicious. The maple chipotle are really good too. I just love these ones, like plain straight up snacking, like in the nighttime. They're really good. Was there anything else I wanted to tell you? I mean, just, you know, they're high in protein. Not that I feel like protein is, again, just over talked about, but if that's something that you're looking for, they are. Okay, this one is hilarious. Hi, Esther from the UK, London, UK. Nice. What's it like there? Like, is it getting nice and warm? I think we have similar weather in a way. I feel like we have similar sort of phases in our weather. Kate has 3 questions to ask. What do I like to cook? Am I ticklish? That's hilarious. I love tickling my family. I'm the worst. They think I'm awfully cruel because I have very long, spindly fingers, and I tickle them, and they think it's painful. I'm like a little ticklish, but not so much, I would say. What do I like to cook? I like to cook. I love sweet potatoes, and I love doing things with sweet potatoes, and I really love making things that are on the fly, simple, like bean stews and bean salads. And as much as I create recipes, I love doing things like more intuitively, just kind of working with what's on hand. Esther, yeah, here too on the weather. Like, it was, I got to get my toaster. It was really nice here for a week. Like, it felt like summer, and now it's cooled down. But okay, this next product, which is hilarious, it is a walnut, and I think they have other nuts. I think they have pecans as well. The brand name is, can you see that? Jewels Under the Kilt. How cheeky, hey? Don't you love that? Isn't that hilarious? Jewels Under the Kilt. And I came across these because I was, again, looking just for some like snacking nuts that weren't heavily, I know, that's hilarious. Christina's laughing. Weren't too heavily sweetened or seasoned, but like with a little flavor. Because I had bought some in the store. They were a maple pecan. And when I tasted them, I was just like, ugh, they're just too seasoned. Almost like artificially flavored. And these, okay, so I didn't see these on Amazon.com, but they're on Amazon.ca. Maybe they're in stores in the States. I don't know why not on Amazon.com. And let's show you these. There's the walnuts. So these are really nicely seasoned. It's just walnuts, cinnamon, and maple syrup. And you can see, like, they're not glazed. They don't look like when you buy other nuts and they're really heavily coated. They're really nice. There's like a slight cinnamon flavor, a little bit sweet, but not too much. So highly recommend those if you want some snacking nuts or for salads. Jewels Under the Kilt. Gotta love it. Then next is a chocolate treat. And these, I think, are being marketed as keto, which is kind of, you know, the keto thing kind of drives me crazy. But they are vegan. It's Jojo's chocolate bites. And these I got at a store called Winners in Canada. And I also saw them at Costco. I don't get to Costco very often, but I was out there and they had them. And these are like low sugar chocolate. And I like them because, again, it's very chocolatey, really intense chocolate. flavor, but not super sweet. And these are peanut butter. So you can taste the peanut butter almost like a peanut butter cup, but not as like, what's the word? Heavy, like not a really like cloying kind of peanut buttery taste. It's there, but it's not as sickly or heavy as, say, a peanut butter cup. If you love peanut butter cups, I think you love them, but I am not a huge peanut butter lover, but I really like these. And they have another variety that's not, I think peanut butter might be in them, but they're more just basic chocolate with, let me think, it's got like pumpkin seeds on top, I think, and cranberries, and they're really, really good. Christine is saying that Trader Joe's used to carry something similar. Yeah, and I haven't been to Trader Joe's in forever because of the pandemic and the borders closed, but maybe you can find something there. And Esther is asking if any of them are kosher. You might be able, no, what does that say? No, I'm not sure. I have the links there, so link through and see, because sometimes they offer more information on the site or in the product description than are on the packaging, or I'm just not seeing the label and I don't have my readers on. So I'm not quite sure, but yeah, check the links. And oh, the walnuts, Christine is saying. Yeah, so maybe they're in stores. I have not seen these in stores in Canada, only on Amazon, and they have a bunch of flavors, so it's pretty fun to check out. Yeah. So I think that's it, guys. Unless there's other questions, I've got to go make lunch for myself and do a few other things. Also, what else? Oh, yes. If you haven't seen my video about the Kind Kitchen party, I'm inviting people who have loved my books and really want to be part of spreading the word for Drina's Kind Kitchen. If you feel like you would like to do that, and it's not a high pressure thing, it's just really easy, contact a library or post something on Facebook saying, hey, I'm ordering this book, I love it, or excited about this one. It's really low pressure, but we have fun things in store for everyone involved. So it's a private Facebook group, and all of the information will be there. And as part of being in the party, we're going to have party favors, including an exclusive giveaway in the group. We have laptop stickers that I'm getting designed, super fun, and videos, cooking videos specific to the recipes in the book, and a Kind Kitchen tea towel. So there's other things as well. That's just part of it. So if you haven't seen that video, and I'll add the link, I didn't add it in the description, but I'll add it after. But you could also just go to my page and see, I've got a couple of posts there for the Kind Kitchen party. You can also email me, drinaburton@gmail.com, and I'll get you set up, okay? It'll be fun, no pressure. It's not, oh, I have so many things to do for this. It's not like that at all. It's simply you want to help support the book and get word out, and however you want to do that, right? A couple of simple steps to do so. Okay, that's it. Christine, oh, wonderful. I will message you after to get you in the group. Awesome. Okay, so have a good day, guys, and I'll be back when I'm back. Go get some jewels under the kilt. Go get these Skuta pumpkin seeds. If you like pumpkin seeds at all, or even if you don't, because I think if you don't, these are a game changer. Totally amazing. So go get yourself some Skuta. All right, have a good day. Blessings to you all. See you soon. Bye.